Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
a General Hospital fan podcast.
Hello.
Welcome to the weekly recap of General Hospital for May 25th through 29th. It's our first week of no new episodes for the unforeseen future.
I was okay with not having new episodes because I like the Nurses Ball. I just didn't like the fact that they cut out a whole day of the 2015 Nurses Ball.
And the last day, Friday, didn't post on Hulu.
Right.
And so we had to go to Daily Motion to watch it.
Yes.
And those ads come like every 2 minutes.
I know. I was thinking that. Oh, I thought the normal episodes on Hulu are only like 38 minutes. On that, added in the commercials, it felt like I was watching that one episode forever.
Yeah. And then I tried to watch it on my TV. So like I just typed in well, I didn't type it in, but
clickered it in.
And then it kept buffering.
Oh.
So finally I just gave up and I just watched it on my phone.
Yeah, that's how I did it too.
Because it would get like halfway through and then it would stop.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so.
So yeah, that was really my only complaint about it.
But overall, I like that they are doing this. And I read in an article somewhere, they're also doing it as a tribute and a thank you to all of the medical workers.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right now. So I think that was really, it was a very thoughtful, a well thought out reason as to why they're doing it. Also just happens to coincide when we should be having the Nurses Ball.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we have it in the fall.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Or sooner.
Whenever they can give
would
it
be
to
nice.
us. I kept watching the extras thinking they really should ask us to be extras in the next one.
You actually have to be SAG.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah.
They should make an exception for us or let us join. Whatever. I'll join whatever you tell me I have to join to be an extra.
Well, there's always casting calls on, well, I don't know if they're doing it anymore, but there's always a ton of movies filmed in Pittsburgh that they're always doing casting calls for. I wonder if you do so many of those, if you can register.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
We could ask our friend that works in that industry.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's check it out. So the 2014 episode, Britt and Brad.
I just love them.
They are the best.
I'm going to miss them when we do get the Nurses Ball back. Because I don't think Brad will be out of jail, but
no.
I don't think they'll let Britt go watch it in jail with him. And I will miss that.
Probably not.
Maybe she can visit him after and tell him all about it.
There we go.
One of those phone calls through the plexiglass. You missed so-and-so falling down.
I didn't really take a lot of notes.
I took just like general one-liner notes.
Mm-hmm.
Maxie with Levi, and I made the pukey face because I really didn't like Levi.
Well, so the actor who played Levi was Zach Garrett, and he posted on Instagram his wedding picture with Maxie saying "my plans" and then 2020, and it shows whenever he pulled the gun and was kind of like holding her hostage and everything. And he said, "So Levi is in Port Charles today, being a rat bag again, eh? Thanks, General Hospital fans, for reaching out and saying good day."
Oh, cute.
And here's a little something about Levi I think we can all relate to right now. And I thought that was just really clever of him.
Yes, very cute.
And we commented, such a great character, parentheses, not actor, to hate.
Yes, exactly. So. No, he acted the part perfectly.
Oh.
And that's why you hated him so much, is he was such a creep.
And it was just so weird to watch Maxie not like Nathan.
Yes. There was sparks, though.
There was.
You could see.
He liked her. He was smitten.
He did. And there was little sideways glances that she was checking him out, too.
I like kale, not ribs. No. No, ribs.
And she tried so hard to not watch the Nurses Ball and not go to the Nurses Ball just to impress Levi, which you should never do. But she was giving a good effort.
She was.
So, I don't know. So, yeah, that was my note for that. Just the pukey face, because I just did not like them together. Sunny cheated on Olivia. Was that with Ava?
Could have been. I didn't look that up.
I assumed that you would know.
No, but it could have been because Avery was
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Right age line there.
Yeah.
So then we got to see our friend Sean Butler. He is so handsome. I could look at that man all day long.
It just feels like those episodes happened
yesterday.
But at the same time, much longer than 6 years ago.
True.
Because it feels like Sean's been gone forever.
Yes.
And he was still here.
Right.
Very much here.
Mm-hmm. And this is when Silas Clay was in town?
Yep. He was with Sam.
So weird.
And we are going to be doing the 411 on Thursday about all the characters Michael Easton has played on the show. So if we see more of them,
So many rabbit holes. I feel like...
Are they going to be allowed to? The One Life to Live characters were barely on. Like, they weren't on a whole year.
Right.
I didn't look to see if any of the One Life to Live characters were at the nurses' ball. And I don't remember from our recaps.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to look.
Which we re-released all 3 of our recaps as bonus episodes. So you can go check those out too. We cover from the beginning of the nurses' ball through 2019.
Yes.
No, now we get more of our chit chat.
Exactly. We've got to break it down. So I kind of just commented on people's dresses and what was going on. Lulu was in a pink dress again, and so I said that she liked pink, and I kind of laughed because then it made me think of, I don't know what year it was, but her in that huge pink dress because they were hiding her pregnancy, and she just needs a different color because she does wear a different color the following year, which I commented on that for that year's also. Oh, Felicia and that Aztec jewelry, that did not match her dress. It bugged me back then, and it bugged me again rewatching it. She kept commenting, my beautiful necklace. It did not match her dress.
I'm really bad with fashion, so I'll just take your word on that.
It didn't. It was like a greeny color, and her dress was not. It didn't complement it at all. If you had a necklace you wanted to wear, wouldn't you buy a dress that matched it on purpose?
Yeah.
So I was annoyed with that.
I can understand that.
And then I wrote tango with the rolling eyes emoji because I've expressed it time and time again. I hate that dance. This time it was Emma and Cameron.
Right. And this is what we were talking about when we did our 411 about Spencer, that this was the love triangle that is now weird to think about because they only aged up Cam.
Yes.
And Joss.
Yes. Because that's going to be really weird. How are they going to do that? Because Emma comes back and forth all the time now. Mm-hmm. We're assuming they're bringing Spencer back for like a real role.
Right.
They
just ignore the fact that they have a history. Who knows? We'll see.
I don't know. Because the girl that plays Emma is the same age as Megan.
Okay.
So.
Oh, that's weird.
I know. She's going off to high school next year. And so. I mean, I wouldn't let Megan date a 17-year-old, but
we'll see how it plays out.
It's not weird to think of a freshman wanting to date a junior.
Sure.
So we'll see.
Where we saw, and Joss really aged up.
Yes. Yeah, because Jocelyn was younger than them. That's where they messed it all up. Cameron, not so much.
I didn't really write a lot about 2014. I kind of just watched it more and kind of forgot that I was supposed to be taking notes.
I did better for 2014 than 2015 because once we had to watch the last episode of 2015 on our phones, I take my notes on my phone. So
there you go.
I didn't click in and out. But there was nothing really. It was weird to see Kiki played by the actress that plays Star.
Yep.
Because I know her as
Kirsten Anderson?
Star. Yes.
Yep.
Good job.
Or Kristen Anderson. It's either Kirsten or Kirsten Storms, Kristen Anderson.
There you go.
Or is it Kirsten Storms? However you pronounce their names.
Stop it.
You know who I'm talking about, and I am trying.
Yes. The Eddie Main sang.
Yes.
Who was that girl?
Could not find out.
Okay.
Could not find out.
Okay, because the whole time he sang to her, it just seemed like it was a playful song.
Mm-hmm.
She was the chick singing the girl parts.
Right.
Okay, fine. But at the very end, he kissed her. And I've never seen that girl before in my life, I swear.
Nope. Could not find out.
Okay.
There were other people that could not find out, so.
Okay, I'm glad that I wasn't.
If you know, please let us know. But my internet research did not come up with anything.
But that's annoying because he shouldn't just be kissing some chick and then not having her transition off stage into the nurse's ball as his date or whatever.
Right. But doesn't it feel like so much longer that Olivia and Sonny were together?
Yes.
Like it doesn't feel like it was only 5 years ago.
Yeah, I agree with you. That felt way longer. In fact, I didn't really even remember it until she started yelling about being mad that he cheated. And that's why I couldn't even remember who he had cheated with. Magic Milo. That's really my only other note. I enjoyed that performance. I don't like them redoing it year after year.
Yeah.
But
was that the first year?
I think that was the second.
Okay.
But it was still kind of new and fresh.
Yeah.
So
I just find it so weird because a lot of those people are related to the guys on the stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Yes, I agree.
And they did Raise Your Glass, which, I played that song at my wedding, so I know how old it is because I think it was released a year before, but I still like it. It's still such a good song.
Were you raising your glass and a little tipsy at your wedding?
Actually, no.
Oh.
I think I only had 2 or 3 drinks the whole night.
Wow.
I didn't want to get drunk.
Huh. It was not the same experience I had at my wedding. I was I was very, very happy by the time we got to the reception because they give you the bottle of champagne in the limo, and nobody else liked champagne. But champagne is very expensive, and I had never had champagne, so I could not let the bottle go to waste.
Oh, I had mimosas in the morning. I think I had like 2 mimosas in the morning. I had some champagne in the limo, and then maybe 2 or 3 drinks like during the reception.
Yeah, I finished the bottle of champagne from the church to the reception by myself. So
okay.
And all my wedding pictures, I look very pretty, and all my reception pictures, my cheeks are very rosy. But I had a good time. It was a good party, so that's all that matters. But good. I didn't have "Raise Your Glass" as one of my songs because it was longer ago. All right, so what did you put for 2015 since you said you took better notes?
Kind of the same thing. It feels like so much longer ago that Sam was with Patrick.
Yeah, that felt weird, especially with Sabrina being there. I didn't like that.
Yeah. And this was the year that I know. Like, it feels like forever ago she died.
Yes.
And it's been under 5 years.
Yes. It felt weird to see Emma sitting on Sam's lap.
Yeah.
When just the year before. They even said Sabrina brought the whole ball back to life 2 years earlier. Yep. Blah, blah, blah.
2013.
Yeah.
Because that was the 50th anniversary.
Right. So I didn't like Patrick with Sam. I just didn't.
I didn't either. I really liked Sam with Silas, which we will talk about on Thursday. I really like Michael Easton and Kelly Monaco together. But I like the two of them together. So I really just need to watch Port Charles because they were together on Port Charles.
Mm-hmm. So. No, I think we definitely need to watch that, especially as I was doing the 411 research. I was confused. I need to go back.
I didn't mean to divide it that way.
It doesn't. Just as I was watching stuff, I'm like, wait, what? I need to see what they're referencing. I just knew that you watched him as McBain. Yeah. So that's where I was like, she can at least pull in from One Life to Live. Yeah, no.
I wasn't thinking about the Port Charles thing. Sorry.
That's okay. It's just another rabbit hole that we have time to explore this summer, apparently.
Yep. And then I was confused by the correspondent asking Michael if his sister was home safe and sound. And it was Avery. And it was during the Ava, Sunny, Michael, Kiki custody thing that was going on. Remember when Michael and Kiki drugged Michael to make him look like a bad parent?
Yes.
To get custody of Avery. And then they wound up taking her?
Yes.
That was it.
There you go. Well, then that makes sense that, it would have been Ava that Sunny had cheated with.
Yep.
There we go. I didn't and it all makes sense because it's the way the storyline went, but didn't Olivia get pregnant New Year's Eve?
Yes.
So she would not have been that far along for the nurse's ball. She was complaining about Braxton Hicks contractions, and she looked more than 5 months pregnant.
Well, having had 4 kids, that you do show earlier with the next one, although there was a significant gap between the two.
Yeah, like 25 years.
And she had definitely gotten back her figure.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yes, you are correct.
Okay.
They slept together
on New Year's Eve because he was there.
Was it? Yeah, it was New Year's Eve. I was thinking it was just another party. It was New Year's Eve.
It was New Year's Eve at the Metro Court. So even if she was showing more,
she wouldn't have been Bam.
She wouldn't have been Braxton Hicks that early on. I don't feel like. I mean, I can only speak from personal experience, not a doctor, but that feels early to me.
That's scary early, actually.
That means that they're keeping Leo's age right, though, because that would make him 5, and they were talking about him going into kindergarten.
Yeah.
This coming year is how it was supposed to have been played, because they were looking at pre-Ks.
Why can't I find his... He was born on screen May 8th, 2015.
That was too early.
He was conceived and born at the Metro Court.
Does it say conceived New Year's Eve?
Yeah, on New Year's Eve, sad on seeing Ned with Alexis, Olivia has a drunken one-night stand with Julian Jerome. And then on May 8th, 2015, Olivia gives birth to a premature baby boy just after the nurse's ball with the assistance of Patrick, Sam, and Ned. So was there another episode then of the nurse's? No, because that was the end of the nurse's ball. So that just would have been the...
Right, it had to be the following week.
Afterwards.
That's like super early, though. That's like more than premature.
I don't know. He was just premature. I'm not a doctor. I don't know.
I hate whenever that's very premature.
Yeah, but it's not unreasonable.
I don't remember him being in the hospital for like months and months, though.
I don't either.
Huh. All right.
We'll just have to do a whole thing on Leah.
I won't continue on to it. It just felt too early because I remembered her getting pregnant on New Year's Eve. And I was like, why is she so pregnant already?
I mean, it would definitely be scary to be that early for sure.
Right.
I don't know. We will have to do a whole 411 on Leo.
We will. Now I started a whole thing. Oh, I didn't like Lucy's dress that she wore on the red carpet when she walked in with Duke. I thought it looked like a wedding dress. It was all white and sparkly and whatever.
I think I liked that one.
I liked the dress.
One
I
of them
just
had
didn't
pockets.
like that it looked like a wedding dress to me.
Okay.
You love dresses with pockets.
Yeah, and I think I own like 2.
Okay. I don't wear dresses so much, so I'm not excited by pockets, but okay.
It's great because then
you can carry your cell phone. I know. My kids' homecoming dresses have to have pockets now because it's so important.
It's not just my phone, it's actually more my chapstick.
Not even lipstick, chapstick. Okay, Shannon.
There's my priorities.
All right.
So Anna's date in the 2015 was Commissioner Sloan.
I could not remember his name until she said it.
Yep, neither could I. And then I was like, wait, how do we know him again? And they had known each other in the WSB, and then he had done something with Mayor Lomax, and so that's how he wound up getting promoted to commissioner.
Yep, I did not like him.
And I forgot why Carly and Michael were arguing, but I think it had to do with Avery and the custody thing.
Right.
And like you mentioned earlier, they skipped over. So they showed May 1st, which was a Friday. So 2nd, 3rd, Saturday, Sunday. May 4th, they did not show.
Right. And I was mad because that was the year that they did the Dear Future Husband, which is my favorite. I even went back on YouTube and rewatched it just because I like it. But they did not show that. And apparently Magic Milo performed again right before that because that's how they introduced that one, once you can't see hot men and then not have a number with hot girls. So there you go.
They also had Emma and Cam do the tango. So I'm actually thinking that's why they skipped it, because there was a lot of repeat of what happened. Even though they all did different acts, it was still the same group of people.
True.
So maybe to get the 5 episodes for the week, that's what they decided to do, was to skip it. Because there was also a lot of storyline, because that's when Nicholas had just told Liz that Drew was, was he Drew? Jake was Jason.
Mm-hmm.
That was weird to see him with Hayden.
Yes.
But it did flow very well from...
It did, yeah. You could take that day out and it still made sense, except for whenever Courtney came back to visit Spencer, which was so... I love Courtney.
Okay, I cried. I'm sorry. I cried.
My gosh. You're a dork.
When she said goodbye to him, I mean, come on.
You're a dork. But okay.
I hope that she comes back when Mike dies.
I hope so too.
I hope that they have her come back.
That would be super sweet.
Please come back. Baby, come back. Well, that was 2014. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, that would be nice if she came back. Did not cry, but her with Spencer was very cute, except for that part did not make sense then, because he was talking about how bad he was and you didn't see what he did bad, which was mess up Cameron and Emma's thing. My brain just totally lost her name there. Cameron and Emma's tango again, because we just have to keep having people tango.
He was the phantom of the nurses' ball.
Yes.
And dropped the sandbags on the stage.
Yep. So that part didn't make sense. But besides that, you were fine.
And Britt and Spencer.
Yes.
Are adorable.
Yes.
And I love that they've maintained their friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Because she totally told Nicholas that.
Yeah.
When she came back.
Right.
For the 2 weeks.
Maybe you'll get her back when it all opens up again.
Maybe.
What else?
And then Spinelli and Maxie. Spinelli stepping on Maxie's dress.
Yes. Maxie looked amazing.
Yes.
She looked beautiful. Her dress was perfect. Her hair was perfect. Everything. She looked amazing for that nurse's ball.
And then Nathan was with Ellie. Nathan was with Ellie.
Yes.
Trying to make them all jealous.
Spinelli sang?
Yes, he did.
That was cute.
Yay, Bradford.
I love him. That was cute. I liked the way they tried to play it like you didn't know who he was singing it to. Also, cute.
You can definitely tell that he has a theater background.
Yes. This has nothing to do with the nurse's ball, really. But when Molly gave Elizabeth the ring box and Rick was going to get up to sing, how come Rick never had any other kids? Everybody has a bunch of kids by a bunch of different people. Rick only had Molly with Alexis.
Well, Elizabeth miscarried.
Yeah.
He was only with Elizabeth and Alexis.
Still feels
Wasn't
weird.
he? Great. Now we have to do one on Rick.
Sorry, I'll stop talking about people.
No, that's okay. I like Rick. I mean, he's a good character.
Yeah.
I don't like him, but he's a good character.
I thought there was one more person that he was with, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
Wasn't he? He was with Sam.
Was he really with Sam, or they just hooked? I mean, they hooked up, but they didn't have a relationship.
He was with Sam.
Well, I'm glad they didn't have a baby because
wasn't that when Alexis found out that was her daughter,
Yes.
Because he was cheating on Alexis with Sam. Yes.
Right. Yep.
All comes back.
Yes. I don't know. I like Rick. I would like his character back. Again, I mean, I don't like him. He's a jerk. But I like, he wasn't as bad all the time. You kind of love to hate him.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And it just always bothered me how Liz justifies not telling.
Mm-hmm.
If the first thing out of her mouth was, you even said it, Sam is so happy with Patrick right now.
Right.
You know, like that's at least putting.
Yes. Well, that whole speech was ridiculous. She stood there and said, you know, why can't I be happy? Everyone else has a chance. I'm a good person, blah, blah, blah. We don't need to go through all the awful things that Liz has done. She's not that great of a person. People just always perceive her as Little Miss Perfect, which she's got called out on plenty of times. So how can you stand there and say, I deserve this? I'm going to lie to the whole town.
When we did her 411, it was hard because, what we talked about, like, I like Liz. I just don't agree with a ton of the stuff that she does. You know? Like I just said, if the first thing she had said was, listen, Sam's happy, I'm not going to say anything. At least it's like sacrificial almost. But instead,
No.
That was the very, 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 very last thing that she said after her soapbox about.
Yes, she deserved it because she's such a good person. You're not a good person if you're lying to the whole town.
They all lie so much.
And I didn't understand how Nicholas was sitting there trying to tell her that she should tell when he obviously knew and didn't tell. So what the heck, dude?
That was a fun time.
It was. Brad proposed to Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
That was cute. Very beginning of them and all their dramas.
Oh, in 2014, we forgot to talk about Luke. Luke sang. That's when he proposed to Tracy and they actually got married.
Yes.
Did you talk about that?
Didn't.
Okay. The look you just gave me was like, Shannon, I seriously just said that.
I did
but
not.
You didn't.
I didn't. No. I didn't like Luke through all of that.
Well, that was evil Luke. And then that was right before what we watched last. No, that would have been right after. Wait, what am I doing?
That's the question of the day.
That was a year before. So that would have been 2014. So he was evil for a year?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Because that was April 1st, not 2015.
Right.
Wow. I guess I didn't realize that we had evil Luke that long.
He was like mean though. I mean, I get evil's not nice, but he was
no.
mean.
He's known as evil Luke.
Yeah.
And if you go to a page on...
Right, they have to specify, is it Luke or...
No, I think it's Soap Central. If you go to a dead link, it says something about, oh no, an evil twin overtook the page. And they show evil Luke. It's actually really funny.
All right, I'll have to find a dead link so I can see that.
I'll send it to you because I've obviously found one.
Like we talked about before, there's bad characters, but you like them anyway because they have a glimmer of hope, whatever. Bad Luke was just bad and mean all the time. He pretended to be nice to get what he wanted, but there was no redeeming qualities about him at all.
Well, I don't think there were supposed to be.
I know, but I don't like that because then I just don't like him. There's nothing redeeming for me.
Well, and that would have been Anthony Geary's last year because he left in July 2015.
Right.
So,
I mean, he was there, he performed, but I didn't like it.
Okay.
I just don't like him like that.
I'll take better notes next week.
I mean, there wasn't really much to take notes on. I just like who was with who and what was going on.
Yeah.
Good.
It's just so fun to rewatch these, even if you're rewatching it year after year, because we watched it last year.
Yes.
To do our research for last May.
Right.
But I listened to a little bit of our show from last year. And just some of the things we were talking about was totally irrelevant now.
Yeah.
You know, so just knowing where we are now watching Molly and TJ.
Yeah.
And now we're watching it like, what? And now Nathan's dead. And we have Peter and stuff like that. So
I don't like Peter. Don't get me started on that one.
Okay.
I like seeing Obrecht and her.
Yes.
I know she shouldn't be interrupting the nurse's ball, but I liked
She
her
didn't
breaking
interrupt in 2015. She waited until they were done.
She did.
Before she hijacked.
And started popping those balloons. It was so annoying.
Yes.
Oh, and Epiphany wasn't nice to Mac and his stupid dummy.
But you hate Mr. Marbles. So what are you talking about?
I do, but she should have done it off stage.
Yeah.
That was very not nice.
And it was very out of character.
I don't
for
even
her.
like.
She's definitely a no mess.
Right. She doesn't take any crap, but she's not mean.
Right.
And as much as Mac is not my favorite person, he loved that stupid doll and was excited to perform.
And it was his childhood.
Nice. Right.
It's not like he just ordered it on Amazon and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. Was mean. No.
Well,
No, no, no.
Oh, and I loved Patrick and Emma singing together. That was really cute.
Yes.
And doesn't it feel like he's been gone for longer than...
Yes. He's been gone forever, it feels like.
Yeah.
Forever. That's really all.
Yeah.
I don't... Oh, Epiphany and Sabrina were the ones that closed it out, and I love that. That
2
was
years
sweet.
in a row.
That was super sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I miss Sabrina. I'll say it again.
Yeah. She was so sweet.
She was. All right, so that means it's reality check.
Yes. Half my kids are done with school. The other half finishes this week.
Okay.
I have 2 kids. That's really... Oh, on Monday we took a day trip, and it was actually the first time that we really left the house.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to West Virginia to Cooper's Rock for a hiking day, and it was great.
Oh, nice.
There was something there that even put this park on our radar, and it was a rock formation that was made by a college student that's an artist that looked like a sleeping giant. And my daughter wanted to go see this thing.
Yeah.
It's not there anymore. It was supposed to stay because it was all biodegradable. It was all natural. It was rocks, sticks, twigs, moss, stuff like that. It was supposed to stay up until the weather decided to wear it down. And for whatever reason, the university came and got it.
That's so sad.
So
I feel bad for your daughter because I know
she was okay.
Said on Facebook that she wanted to see that,
but she was okay.
Huh.
So yeah, that's how we found out about it, because I posted it on Facebook and was like, "Does anyone know where this is?" Because she just found this picture, or maybe I just said, "My daughter says that there's a sleeping giant somewhere that's made out of rock. Does anyone know what she's talking about?" And someone posted that.
Oh,
but it was only an hour and a half away. It was really nice. Hiked about 5 miles ish.
Oh my God.
But it was nice. My husband and I painted the bedroom yesterday, and we're refinishing our laundry room. The kids went with their dad for the whole weekend for the first time since March. So that's really it. I mean, starting to really reopen, kind of get back into a schedule that's out of the house, I guess. What about you?
All of my kids, 100% of my kids are done with school. Yeah, we didn't really get a ton done. Nothing too exciting. Big girls are done. They're glad to be done. They're happy. Whatever. They don't care. Madeline was sad. I was kind of sad. Well, I had to take Megan to pick up her final stuff at the school. And as I said goodbye to the secretary, it hit me that I'm done at that school for like years now.
Oh my gosh.
And that kind of upset me. Like I made her take a picture in front of the school and she was like, "Mom, seriously?" And I was like, "Yes," because with the older kids, I mean, there's a year or two here or there that I didn't have anyone at the junior high, but it was always coming, like they're cycling through.
You have some time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Madeline will be in 2nd grade next year, and both big girls will be at the high school. And so there's no one, I really feel completely separate now. Like there's little and big, and there's nothing in between. So that kind of hit me hard. I love our junior high. Our teachers there are awesome. And not that all the teachers aren't, but that building is amazing. So that made me sad. And then Madeline's teacher did a goodbye, just like on Google, like she does or whatever. And she was crying, and it made me cry, and it made Madeline cry. And I just feel bad. I hope that everything's okay so the kids can all go back to school like normal when school starts up again, because
I don't think it's happening.
I don't think it is either. And I've said that. I think it's still going to be all crazy.
I think we're going to do a reverse of this year. I think that they're going to start remote and then go back to the building.
Yes.
Unless they really step it up. I do appreciate the fact that our district sent out a survey.
Yes. Yes.
Asking us,
what are
you planning on it? I think that I'm kind of in favor of the hybrid.
Yeah.
But I'm in a totally different boat, though. I don't have little kids.
That's my problem, I guess. School
and if my kids, because they go to different schools, if they wind up being on different days, then I'm going to have an issue.
Yeah, you are.
Because my daughter does not stay home by herself.
Right.
Doesn't want to.
Right. Yeah.
And I can't take her with me to do work because now we have to limit stuff. Because in the past, I've been able to take her to office meetings.
Right, but you can't have extra people touching stuff and carrying germs and whatever. Yep. Yeah.
And she's under 18. So even when I was able to get clients that didn't care if she came along with me, which only happened, I think, twice.
Right. No,
she can't because she's under 18. So.
All right. Well, I'll be praying for you that all works out the way that you need it to. I guess I had just never.
It's gonna be what it is. I mean, it's.
Yeah. I mean, we're all in that reality. Whatever they say is what they say. When we went to homeschooling and everyone was concerned with the academic part of
remote learning, we are not homeschooling.
Yes, true.
Homeschoolers got.
Oh my gosh.
Just as. First of all, they really actually homeschool, and secondly, they don't just stay at home.
Yeah.
So they got shut down too.
Right. Right.
You know,
remote schooling. I was not concerned about Madeline because it was such a short term, and she is the smartest of my kids, which they all know that, so I'm not insulting anyone. She just is more academic. The other girls have their other kids have their other strengths. Hers is more with academic stuff. So I wasn't concerned about her losing anything for these couple weeks because she already pretty much knew the material anyway, and so it was just kind of like extending summer. And the big kids actually did better learning at home. I know the teachers were way easier on them too, but they got their work done and did what they needed to do. Going forward, I think the big girls would be okay staying home. But Madeline, I am not as good of a teacher because it's not homeschooling. I am not a homeschool mom.
Right.
I just can't give her that same education that the teachers can.
Right.
So,
and it's hard on the teachers to be able to convey that.
Right.
And the only comment that I did say on the survey that they sent us, I said, I understand that the staff did not have the time. But here's the thing. They use Google Classroom already as the standard. The coursework could have been a little bit more difficult but I understand. I feel like they probably maybe were like, listen, this is like a mental health thing too, because this is totally weird. But if this is how we are going to be doing, if we're going to be doing a hybrid, if we're going to be doing remote learning, I do hope that it is.
Oh, definitely.
More
challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah. They need to learn more stuff. So I think it was just all of those realizations in one. So
absolutely.
Madeline,
I'm not like
Madeline and I were crying that school's over, and I love her teacher. Her daughter is part of the cheer team that Madeline was part of also.
Aww.
So hopefully that will get to open up and we'll have that so at least they can see each other. But
they're not going to be able to do pyramids.
Yeah, I know. So I just want them to be able to do anything, to have anything. I don't know what the goals will be with that. We'll see. But anyway, so that was my reality. Just kind of everything hitting at once.
Yeah.
And not really bad or good. Just, wow, the year's over. It's been crazy. It's still crazy. Even just going.
Been just weird.
Anywhere. Seeing everyone in masks and then people not in masks that should be in masks and the fights about that. And it's just, this is definitely
the world
a year for the books.
Is really weird right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to get into it.
Right. So.
Because I can't.
Nope.
Be safe in more than one way.
Exactly.
Please.
Yeah.
Ugh. On that note.
Have a good week.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to pier54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review.
And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Pier 54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at pier54podcast@gmail.com.